Hi to whoever signed on to YouTube. I wish I could see. Leave me a comment so I know who you are. I'll see it later after class. Should be good. Okay. All right, we're live on YouTube and I'll be up in Facebook in 1 second. If not, I'm already there. Okay. All is good. Oh, hi, Caitlin. Miss you. Hey. You miss Andy. You're still there. We should have a play date. Social distancing, of course. All right. Okay. There we go. Okay. I think that should be good enough. He's snoozing next to you, yeah. I bet Wyatt's asleep downstairs. These dogs live the life. All right, we got another minute here. All right, so we will get started in about a minute. So tonight I figured we'd take it a little slower. I don't know about you guys, but my body just needs a little break from moving vigorously and all that kind of stuff. So tonight we'll go slow, just to give ourselves a little break. I know Michelle and Frankie have been doing awesome with the mobility and stretching, so we'll do a yoga type variation of it. All right. Hi, Ed Cook. I love seeing your names pop in. I don't care if you take class. I just like seeing you guys pop up. All right, so we'll get started. We're actually going to start lying down tonight. But do grab something. I like to sit up on, I have this yoga blanket. If you have a pillow or even a foam roller, you can grab that for when we go into seated postures. So we'll start lying down tonight. Get cozy, get comfortable. And we'll come to lie completely flat on the back. You'll bring one hand to your belly, one hand to the heart. We're just going to take a couple moments here to focus our attention to our breath. With every inhale, feel your belly rise and fill with the breath. Even feel the chest rise. And as you exhale, feel everything draw inward. You can even let your eyes close. And notice how your body starts to respond to your breath. And our breath is our foundation in our yoga practice. Especially as you go through a more vigorous practice. Not tonight. I mean, tonight the breath is important, but especially during a vigorous practice too. It helps us to become aware of our body, of our mind. We'll take another deep, full breath in. And a deep breath out. And set an intention for your practice tonight, dedicating your time to someone or something. Even if it's just to give yourself a couple moments to breathe or to move. We'll take another full breath in and a full breath out. And then from here, we'll reach the arms above the head, stretch your legs nice and long, like you're just getting out of bed in the morning. You could even circle your wrists around, circle your ankles around. You can interlace the palms, reach your arms a little bit longer. And then from here, you'll hug the knees into your chest. Right, and it's okay if they don't come super close. They can even be further away. And then we're going to circle the knees around in each direction. Well, we'll stick with one direction for now. And again, always coming back to your breath. And then we'll switch the circling of the knees. And then we'll steady the knees, give them a nice big squeeze. And then from here, keep your right knee in. We'll extend the left leg long on the mat. Now, if that is not possible to let it come long, you'll keep the sole of your left foot on the ground. That's totally fine too. Right, and hug the knee in. Flex through your left foot and then flex your right foot. Keeping the feet flexed, then we're going to kick our right heel up to the sky. Now your leg might be bent because you're tight in the hamstrings, and that's okay. Right, you still hold. I want you to press your leg away from you. Right, so it's not about how close you can get your leg towards you. I want you to actually press your leg into the hands and the hands back into the leg. Try and let the shoulders relax down. Again, taking nice full deep breaths. And then maybe you start to circle. You can circle your ankle around or point and flex the foot. Just let it feel good, whatever works for your body. Beautiful. And then from here, you'll take your left hand, place it on the left hip. Your right leg is going to start to open to the right. Again, you don't have to go so far to the right. It can be just even a little bit. Keep your left hand on the hip. Keep your left hip rooted. A couple full deep breaths. Good. And then from here, we'll bring the right leg back up to center. You'll bend your right knee. Now your arms will come out to a cactus and we'll cross the right leg over to the left. right? And again, if your right foot doesn't reach down to the ground, you could take your right foot on top of the left calf, knee, thigh, wherever it goes. And jump forward high. It sounds like you're going to do this before bed. This is going to be a perfect practice to do right before bed. All right, if you're with me, shoulders relax down, arms are out to a cactus, right, or a goalpost. Feel a nice twist moving through the belly. And a gentle twist in the spine. And then as you inhale, come back up to center. Place your right foot back down on the ground, recenter the hips, and then you'll extend the right leg long. Just take a notice. Maybe your right leg already feels a little longer than the left. And then from there, we have the left knee in. Give it a nice squeeze. And then from here, we'll hold on to the back of the left leg. Again, your knee might be bent, and that's fine, but we're flexing through both feet. And you're aiming towards your left heel, kicking up to the sky. Relax your shoulders. And again, you press the hands into leg, leg into hands. So your thigh bone is moving away from the belly. And then from here, you can point and flex your foot or roll the ankle around. Nice. And then we'll bring the right hand to the right hip. And we're going to let the left leg gently start to fall open to the left. Again, it doesn't have to be a big movement. You can even hold on to the left leg with both hands. But keep your right hip rooted, taking full deep breaths. And then as you inhale, we'll bring the left leg through center, bend your left knee, and we'll let the left knee cross all the way over to the right. We'll bring the arms again out to a goalpost or a cactus. And eventually we want both shoulders to be rooted, but we work on it and every day is different. And then on the next inhale, we'll bring the knee back up to center. Place the sole of your left foot onto the mat and shift your hips towards the center of the mat. And then we'll hug both knees back into the chest, giving yourself a couple more circles around in each direction. Doesn't matter which way you go. I'm alternating right now, so you can do that. And then from here, we'll come to roll all the way over onto one side. And then you'll use your arms to make your way up to a seated position. Right, and here's where you can grab a pillow. Again, you can grab your foam roller and have a blanket. It just gives your hips a nice little lift. So I'm starting in a cross-legged position. Again, when you sit your hips up, it's a little bit easier to get into that cross-legged position. We're going to do some seated work here. On the inhale, we'll sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. And as you exhale, release your fingertips down. We're going to do 4 more breaths like that. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, release. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, release. I think we have one more. Inhale, arms rise. Now as you exhale, we're going to take our right hand over to the left knee. Left hand comes back behind you. You'll inhale to sit up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, very gently start to twist your belly to the left. Keep your chin in line with your chest bone so you're not cranking your neck. And then we'll inhale to reach the arms back up. And now the left hand will come to your right knee. Right hand comes back behind. Inhale to lift up through the chest, and as you exhale, start to twist the belly to the right. Again, your chin tries to stay in line with your chest bone. It's not cranking over to the side. Beautiful. Then we'll inhale to reach your arms all the way up. And as you exhale, your fingertips will walk out in front of you. So it's up to you how far you walk forward, but take your time. And then once you're there, take a moment, gently rock side to side. Let it feel really good. For some people, you can walk your hands out even further. And then as you inhale, very slowly come back up, and we'll switch the cross of the legs. So now my left shin is going to come in front. My right shin is behind my left. We'll do 3 breaths, just like this. Inhale to reach your arms up, and exhale to release. Inhale, arms rise, and exhale, release. Good. Last time, inhale, arms rise. Now as you exhale, left hand comes to your right knee, right hand comes back behind. Inhale to lift through your chest, and exhale to twist. And then we'll inhale to reach the arms up. And as you exhale, right hand to the left knee, left hand back behind. Inhale to lift, and exhale to twist. And then as we inhale, arms will sweep all the way back up. And as you exhale, fingertips walk out in front, taking a forward fold. And again, going just as far as what's comfortable for you right now. And from here, we'll inhale to rise back up. We'll do some seated side bends. So our right fingertips will come out to the right. Left arm's going to reach up to the sky, and as you exhale, start to lean over to the right. So if you guys are like me, I have the tendency, probably from looking at my phone or computer too much, to like shoot my neck forward. But we actually want to bring the sides of the neck back. Right? Almost as if you're giving yourself a double chin. And keep the left hip rooted here. So you can press into your right hand to help root down through the left hip. And then as you inhale, we'll rise and we'll switch sides. Left fingertips walk out to the left, right arm reaches up. Again, bringing the sides of the neck back. You might even look up towards the right hand, and then as you exhale, lean to your left. All while keeping the right hip rooted. And then as you inhale, we'll rise. Beautiful. And now we'll come up to all fours. So you can move your pillow or blanket out of the way. I don't know if you guys have a I think it's a sun thunderstorm outside right now here in the Bridgewater. All right, hands come underneath shoulders, knees come directly underneath the hips. We'll go through a couple of rounds of cat-cow. So spread wide through the fingertips. Your pointer fingers are parallel. On the inhale, the tailbone will lift. Look up to the sky. Shoulders will draw back. And then as you exhale, reverse that. Press the floor away and round. Inhale, look up. Tailbone to rise. And exhale, round. Really hugging in and the low belly, so our tailbone tucks under. Inhale, look up, shoulders draw back, tailbone to rise. Exhale to round. Gaze in towards your belly. Inhale, look up. And exhale, round. Beautiful. One more. Inhale, look up. Tailbone to rise. Exhale, round. Press the floor away. Good. From here, as you inhale, we're going to extend our left foot out to the left, doing some inner thigh rocks. Take a nice full deep breath in, and as you exhale, sit the hips back. Right? And again, only going as far as what's comfortable to you. And then we'll inhale to rise, and exhale to sit back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sit back. Last time, inhale, rise. And as you exhale, sit back. Taking a couple of breaths here, you can even walk your fingertips out a little bit further in front of you. And then we'll inhale to rise on back up. From here, still keeping your left foot out to the left, the hands will come to the hips. Now, if you have sensitive knees, you could take your head or pillow and place it underneath your knees. If you're on carpet, you should be good. On the inhale, the arms will sweep up to the sky. Left hand will travel to your left leg. The right arm will reach up and start to crescent to the left. Take a couple full deep breaths. Again, you can look up towards your right hand. You can also bring the hand behind the head. Nice breathing. And then we'll inhale to come back up. Now your right hand will plant on the ground underneath your right shoulder. From there, the left arm will sweep up. And then you can also sweep the left arm alongside the ear, getting another nice side bend here. Keep pressing the floor away with your right hand, right knee. Start to lift up through your upper side ribs. You can even gaze up towards your left forearm, left arm. And then very slowly releasing, we'll circle the arm, the left arm forward. Good, and then we'll place the fingertips down. We'll come back to all fours. Switching sides, now our right foot will step out to the right. And you can either have just the inside edge of the foot planted, or you can plant the whole inside edge of the foot down. Take a nice full deep breath in. And as you exhale, we'll sit the hips back. Inhale to rise. And exhale to sit back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sit back. Two more. Inhale, rise. And exhale, sit back. Last time, inhale to rise. And exhale, sit back. Good. A couple breaths here. Maybe you walk your fingertips out a little further in front of you. Try again to keep either just the inside edge of your right foot planted or the whole foot. And then as we inhale, we'll rise back up. Beautiful. The hands will travel to the hips for a moment. Make sure your right foot is parallel with the outside edge of the mat. On the inhale, arms rise. As you exhale, right hand comes to your right leg, left arm reaches up and start to side bend to your right. Taking deep full breaths into the side of the left waist. And from here, we'll inhale to rise back up. And as you exhale, the left palm will plant underneath the left shoulder. Right arm sweeps up. And again, you can swing alongside the ear. Maybe even gaze up towards your right forearm. Taking another full deep breath in. And now as you exhale, we're going to circle the right arm forward. Right, get a nice stretch through that mid upper back area. And then we'll place the hands back down. Beautiful. From here, we come into one of my favorite poses, puppy pose. Knees stay underneath the hips. Fingertips will walk out in front of you. So you're going to take the arms forward of the hands forward of the shoulders. From here, you stick your butt up and back, and then you let your chest root down. Maybe the forehead even touches the mat. You could even take your hands a little wider. You could take a mat width distance apart. And feel the tension rolling out of your forehead into the mat. We'll take another full inhale and another full exhale. And then as you inhale, we'll slowly walk the hands back to underneath the shoulders. We're going to do a thread the needle, really nice for the backs of the shoulders. On the inhale, we'll reach the right arm up to the sky, right? And then from here, we'll start to, let me go this way, we'll start to weave the right arm underneath the left without doing it yet. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach the right arm up, look up to the sky. And exhale, start to weave your right arm through the left. Last time, inhale, right arm to rise. Now as you exhale, we'll weave the right arm underneath the left. You're going to come to lie on the side of your right temple area on the mat. From there, you can walk your left fingertips out in front of you. Taking a couple full deep breaths. And gently press the back of your right hand into the mat. And then as you inhale, replant your left palm underneath the left shoulder. And then we'll inhale to sweep the right arm all the way up again. Oh, it feels so good. Release your right hand down. And we'll switch sides. We'll inhale to reach the left arm up. And as you exhale, start to weave the left arm underneath the right without actually doing it yet. Inhale, reach your left arm up. And exhale to weave. Last time, inhale, right arm reaches, that's your left arm. And then as you exhale, we'll switch sides. So now your left side of the head by your temple area comes down to the ground. And then walk your right fingertips out in front of you. Gently press into the left back of the hand. And then we'll bring the right hand back underneath the right shoulder. We'll reach the left arm all the way back up. Nice, and exhale, release your left hand back to the mat. Beautiful. From here, we're going to come into a modified side plank. So we were kind of in this position before. We'll start on the left side, so your left hand comes underneath your left shoulder. From here, you'll step the right foot back behind you, plant the whole right foot down. So it's parallel with the outside edge of the mat. And then from there, we'll reach the right arm up to the sky. Again, you can look up towards the right hand, or if that hurts your neck, you look down to the ground. We'll start to circle our right arm. So as you inhale, we'll reach the right arm forward, down and around. Inhale it, reach up, down and around. Last time, inhale, reach your arm up, down and around. Beautiful. And then switching directions. Inhale, sweep the arm forward, up and back. Good. Inhale, forward. As you exhale, sweep up and back. Last time, inhale, reach your arm forward, up, and exhale, back. And then we'll plant the hands down. You guys will switch sides. I'm just going to switch directions on my mat here. And now the right hand will come underneath the right shoulder. The left foot extends out on the mat. Beautiful. Then you'll plant down through the left foot. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Keep spreading wide through the fingertips and keep your head, okay? Try not to let the head hang. We want to stay nice and long in the neck. From here, we'll reach our arm forward as we inhale, and as you exhale, you'll sweep it down and back. Inhale the arm forward, and exhale down and back. One more. Inhale, arm reaches up, forward, exhale, down and back. Good, and then we'll switch directions. Inhale, reach the arm forward, and as you exhale, sweep it back and down. Inhale, forward, and exhale, sweep it back and down. Last time, inhale, and exhale. Beautiful. From here, we'll come back to all fours, and from there, we'll plant the palms down, and we'll take down dog. So if this is your first time doing down dog, I'll set you up, but know that you can always come into puppy pose, which we did before, where your hands walk out, your hips lift up, right? If you want to give down dog a shot, the hands will plant underneath the shoulders, spread the fingertips wide, pointer fingers are parallel. You'll tuck your toes under, and then from there, you'll lift the knees up so you're in the top of a push-up in a plank, just for a moment. And then you'll begin to press into the palms, send your hips up and back to down dog. And your feet in down dog are hip-width distance apart. Gently grasp the mat with your fingertips. And then from there, we'll pedal the feet out. Bend one knee slowly, straighten the other. You can even shake your head yes, and shake your head no. And then you'll steady the feet. We'll take a couple more deep breaths. And I forgot to mention, it is okay to have your knees bent in down dog if having the legs towards straight is too much. So you can always have a bend too. And then from here, we're going to exhale and walk the feet to the top of the mat so the feet meet our hands. You're going to hang out in a forward fold. Again, it's okay to have a bend in the knees. And then you'll clasp opposite elbows. And then gently sway side to side. And then you'll release your fingertips down either to your shins with the knees bent or to the ground. Knees bent or straight. And on the inhale, we'll all bring the hands to the shins, lift and lengthen through your chest halfway. And as you exhale, you'll fold. Inhale, hands will travel to your shins, lift and lengthen halfway. And exhale to fold. Last time, inhale to lift and lengthen. And as you exhale, you'll fold. On the inhale, we'll bring the hands to the hips, bend your knees, and then you'll reach the chest forward and come all the way up to stand with a flat back. And then once you're in a standing pose, the feet are hip width distance. Turn your palms to face forward. Spreading through your toes. It is challenging to do that, and that's a goal of mine, to be able to spread my toes, which is a weird goal, but right, it takes a lot of brain power. And then feel all four corners of both your feet rooted and supported. Feel the energy firing up in the legs, right? So squeeze the thigh muscles onto the legs, belly hugs in, a nice lift in the chest without overarching. And then the shoulders draw back, neck moves back, crown of the head reaches all the way up. And then I'll take you through some half sun breaths. So this is, again, is a foundational movement that mostly all yoga classes will have in it. On your inhale, the arms will rise all the way up to the sky. Now as you exhale, bend the knees a little bit. You're going to send your butt back, your chest forward, and then we'll come into a forward fold. Inhale, bring the hands to the shins, lengthen through the chest. And as you exhale, you'll fold. Reverse that. We'll inhale, reach your arms all the way to the sides and then all the way up. And exhale, hands will come to your heart center. Beautiful. We'll do that a couple more times. Inhale, arms rise. And as you exhale again, bend the knees, butt back, chest reaches forward and fold. Inhale, the hands will come to your shins, lift and lengthen halfway. And as you exhale, you'll fold. Inhale, arms rise all the way up to the sky. And exhale, hands come to your heart. Good, we'll do two more. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, butt back, chest forward, and fold. Inhale, halfway, lengthen through the chest. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms sweep all the way up. And exhale, hands come to your heart. We'll do one more. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen the chest halfway. And exhale to fold. Inhale, the arms will sweep all the way up. And as you exhale, hands will come back to your heart center. Allow the eyes to close. And coming back to your affirmation or intention for your practice tonight. And as we continue to move and breathe, keep this with you. On the inhale, the arms will reach all the way back up. As you exhale, arms come out to the sides, bend the knees a little bit, and we'll fold. Inhale, hands will come to your shins, lift and lengthen halfway. And as you exhale, you'll bend your knees to get your hands back down to the ground, and then we'll walk the feet back, right? You might have to lower your knees down, and that's okay. And then we'll lift the knees up, right? Coming into a plank. Hi, Kelly. And then send your hips up and back to a down dog. Again, if down dog is too much, you stick with puppy pose. You take a couple breaths. Beautiful. Then from here, as we inhale, we'll drop the knees to the mat. Great. Knees are directly underneath hips. And from here, we're going to shift the weight forward just a little bit. So the shoulders are a little bit forward of the elbow, or the elbows and the wrists. And then you'll hug your belly in and very slowly begin to bend the elbows lower down to your belly. It's okay if you plop the first couple times. You'll come to lie flat on the belly. Your feet can be hip width distance apart. And then you're going to press into the tops of the toes, right? Your toes don't stay tucked under. Press into the tops of the toes. Your hands are by your low ribs or your chest. From there, you're going to press into the feet once again. You'll hug your tailbone in so you feel lift in the belly, but not so much that it's super dramatic. And then from here, we'll draw the chest forward and up. The elbows will pull back as you reach the crown of the head forward. So this is a baby cobra. For me, this is like working crazy in the back of my shoulders, right? My back, which is really good. The other option is to press into the hands and lift the chest all the way up. You'll draw the elbows back, shoulders back, even the sides of the neck back, right? But if that's not doable, you stay in your baby cobra, squeezing your shoulder blades back. And then from here, we'll press into the palms. You'll lift yourself all the way up to all fours. And then we'll sit the hips back to child's pose. A couple full deep breaths here. So that was just a full sun salute you did. And on the next inhale, we'll come all the way up to all fours. And from here, you can either step your feet to the top of the mat, or you can tuck your toes under if down dog was doable. And you'll lift your hips all the way up and back. If you're already at the top of the mat, you'll stay there and just take a forward fold. If you're in down dog, we'll inhale to rise up onto the toes. You can look between the hands and bend the knees. And then walk your feet all the way to the top of the mat, however you get there. On the inhale, hands come to your shins. You'll lift and lengthen halfway. And as you exhale, you'll fold. Inhale, the arms will sweep all the way up to the sky. And as you exhale, the hands will come through the heart center. Awesome. Inhale, arms will reach. We'll move on a little bit more. And exhale, we'll fold. Fingertips touch down to the mat again. Inhale, hands come to your shins, lengthen. Now as you exhale, again, we'll bend the knees, take a nice big step back with your left foot, and then lower your left knee to the mat. So we're in a low lunge. On the inhale, our arms will reach all the way up to the sky. Right, but if you're tight in your shoulders, you can come back to your cactus position. You'll heel toe the right foot out to the right just a little bit more to give yourself some room. And without actually moving your legs, you're squeezing your front foot back, the back knee forward, so you feel an engagement in the back of your right thigh and at the front of your left thigh. Right, even though it doesn't look like much, we're working. Again, bringing the sides of the neck back, look straight ahead. And then from here, we'll bring the right hand to the right hip. Our left hand will plant underneath the left shoulder. And we'll inhale to reach the right arm up. Again, if your shoulders are tight, you can always bring your hand to the hip. If it hurts your neck to look up, you can look down to the ground. Take another full breath in. And as you exhale, fingertips will release down. And then from here, we'll start to shift our hips back. You'll come up onto your right heel. You can also use your right hand to help get the foot forward, or the heel forward. You'll flex a lot through your right foot. And again, it's okay if you have to bend the knee. I'll move my arm so you can see. Right, but we are working towards straight, but without the hyperextension. Then you'll take a couple breaths here. You can even add a gentle rock from side to side. And notice how after a couple breaths, your leg might begin to get a little bit straighter. Or you can flex the foot a little bit more. And then we'll rebend through the right knee. You can start to inch the left knee forward, and then we'll come to a forward fold. Excellent work. Inhale to lengthen halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, the arms will sweep all the way up to the sky. And as you exhale, hands will come back to your heart center. And we'll switch sides. Inhale, arms will rise. As you exhale, we'll fold. Inhale to lengthen the chest halfway. Now as you exhale, take a step back with the right foot and then lower your right knee to the mat. Inhale, the arms will come up. Again, either out to a cactus or sweep them alongside the ears. So in this position, I forgot to mention it on the first side. The right knee is aiming to be directly underneath the right hip, and your left knee, ankle, your left knee and ankle will be at a 90-degree angle. Good, and then again, the arms will rise. Gently engaging the thighs, squeeze your left foot back as you pull your right knee forward. If you're having trouble with balance, you can heel toe your right foot or your left foot out to the left. We'll take another full breath in. And as you exhale, your left hand will come to your hip. Right hand comes underneath the right shoulder. And then you twist your chest open to the left. And your left arm can reach up to the sky, or again, it can stay on the hip. Couple nice full deep breaths. And then we'll release the fingertips down. From here, we'll start to shift the hips back. Again, you can take your left hand, help your left foot or left heel get forward. And then we'll flex the left foot coming into a runner's lunge. Again, you can have a big bend in your left knee, right? Just like this, if you're tightening the hamstrings. But we're working, and eventually over time, if we keep doing this, we'll get a little bit more flexible. We'll learn how to use our breath to open up a little bit more. We'll take another full inhale. And another exhale. Beautiful. From here, rebend through the left knee. You can help scoop the foot back. We'll come to all fours. We're going to take one more down dog. So again, spreading wide through your fingertips. And from here, lift the knees up. Send your butt up and back. And then begin to straighten the legs. Feet are hip-width distance apart. It's okay, again, to have the bend in the knees. If you are in the full expression of down dog, you want to be high up onto the balls of the feet. Right, so not flexing your calves, right, lifting high up, but just enough. So if you look at your ankles, you don't see wrinkles, right, or forced wrinkles, I should say. You can try and get your heels down and notice, the folds in the skin get increase. Right? But if you stay up a little bit higher on the balls of the feet, it's actually better for you. Awesome. And then from here, we'll lower the knees to the mat. And then we'll come back to our seated position. So you'll swing yourself around to sit. Again, I'm going to grab my blanket. All right. We'll extend the legs out in front of us. If you are super, super tight, maybe grab a couple blankets to sit up on. And as we go through the forward fold, I'll give you examples of how we can sit really nice and tall, especially if we're hunchy type people, right? Sometimes I can be like that and I just want to sit up tall, right? And so I'll explain it. From here, you'll take your right hand, you'll actually pick your right thigh up and manually inner spiral the thigh down, right? So you take you pick the leg up, spin the inner thigh inward, right? And then place it back down. You can do the same thing to your calf. And then we'll do it to the left leg. You'll pick your left leg up, spin your thigh in, and then you'll place it down. Same thing with the left calf. And then you can even move your seat back behind you. From here, if you have a bend in your knees, right, because you're super tight in the hamstrings, that's fine. What I want you to do, and I'll do the example, your knees are bent. You'll bring your hands back behind you. So this is actually going to be your forward fold today. And you're broadening through the chest. And you're just sitting up nice and tall. You're still getting, hopefully, a nice stretch in the hamstrings. Right? So from the side, it looks like this. Right? So your butt moves back a little bit, sitting up tall. Right, if you can keep a nice, somewhat straight spine with your legs out, you flex your feet. Wherever you are, flex your feet a whole heck of a lot. You'll inhale to reach your arms up, and you'll lead with your heart. So reach your heart towards the toes, and then the hands will land where they land. After a couple of breaths, you might notice you can go a little deeper. Right, this wasn't a super vigorous practice, so our forward folds might not be super, super deep. Just hanging out and breathing wherever you are, whether your hands are back behind you or your hands are on your shins, ankles. And then as you inhale, we'll slowly come back up. From here, keep your right leg extended. We'll bend the left knee and then cross our left leg over the right. The left hand's going to come back behind you. You'll reach your right arm up and then hug your left knee in with your right hand, or you might be able to hook your elbow in the knee. On the inhale, press through the left fingertips, lift up. And as you exhale, you start to twist the belly to the left. Again, the chin stays in line with the chest bone. So you notice I'm not even twisting that deep, right? So I'm pretty much facing forward. Everybody's different. We'll take another full inhale. And as you exhale, see if you can hug your knee in, maybe a little bit closer. And then on the next inhale, we'll unwind and we'll twist to the right, just as a counterbalance, counter twist. And then we'll inhale to rise. And as you exhale, left foot will extend out. We'll bend the right knee. And then we'll take our right foot and cross it over to the left. Right hand comes back behind. Inhale the left arm to rise. And now as you exhale, you can hold on to the knee with the hand. Or you can, maybe you hook your elbow. I'm not doing that today. Or you can hug the knee with the left elbow. Again, the chin stays in line with the chest bone. As you inhale, get nice and tall. As you exhale, maybe there's a little bit more of a twist. And then as we inhale, we'll rise back up. We'll release the right leg again in line with the left, doing another forward fold where you're sitting up nice and tall. Wherever you are, you want to flex the toes so your baby toes point towards the face. Inhale, reach your arms up. And as you exhale again, either the hands come back behind you, you sit up nice and tall, or your arms reach towards your toes. Right? They don't have to get there. Nice full deep breaths. And then as you inhale, we'll slowly rise back up. And then we'll come to lie all the way onto our backs. And then once you're on your back, hug the knees in. Again, gently circling them around from side to side. And then you'll switch the direction. And then we'll take a reclined pigeon. So we'll take the feet onto the mat and take your left ankle and cross it on top of the right knee. Flex your left foot, and you can stay here if this is enough of a stretch for you. And you can press your hands into your thighs, right? It's a really nice traction that you can give yourself. Or you can hug the right knee and hold on to the back of the leg. Again, flexing through both feet. Relax your shoulders. Relax your jaw. Maybe hug the leg in just a little bit closer. You can also add a gentle rock from side to side. And then we'll switch sides. So your right foot will come down onto the mat. Your left foot will come down. And then we'll cross the right ankle over the left knee. Again, your modification, stay here and press your legs away so you get a nice curve in your low back. Or you can interlace your hands behind your left leg, flex through both feet. Again, you might also add a rock side to side. And from here, we'll come into a happy baby. So your feet will reach up towards the sky, and then you'll bend your knees a little bit. From here, you can hold on to the backs of the knees and rock yourself side to side. If you If you do go into the full expression, so the full expression is grabbing hold of the outside edges of the feet and gently rocking side to side. If you feel any pinching in the front of the hips, I want you to take a step back, right? So if grabbing the outside edges of the feet is too much, then you move down to the ankles. If that's still too much, we'll just hold on to the back of the knees and take your knees a little wider than your shoulders, or just as wide as the shoulders, it seems. And then we'll take another full hug the knees into the chest. And we're going to lower down for Shavasana. So you'll come to let yourself completely relax on the mat. If you have low back pain, keep the soles of the feet on the mat and try and keep a neutral pelvis where there's just a natural curve in your low back. Right? If not, you can extend your legs all the way out. Allow the palms to face upwards. We'll take a minute here just to breathe, coming back to your intention so it resonates through every cell of your body. And allowing your yoga practice to take form in every cell, every body part, your heart, your mind. So as you go off into your evening and the rest of the week, you have something so beautiful already implanted in the heart, body, and mind. And you can totally stay here for a longer period of time. If your hour is up, thank you for joining in. We'll slowly begin to take a deeper breath in through the nose into the belly, and out of the belly, out through the nose. You'll stretch the arms and stretch the legs. And then you'll hug the knees into the chest, or just place the soles of the feet on the mat. And you'll come to roll all the way over onto one side. From there, you'll use your strong arms to make your way all the way up to a seated position. With your eyes closed, bringing the hands to your heart center. And send yourself so much love and gratitude for taking an hour out of your day to breathe and move in such a mindful and beautiful way. Moving with a purpose. We'll take another deep, full breath in. And as you exhale, bow your head to your very own heart. I thank you all so much for joining in with me again this evening. I appreciate you all. Namaste. I'll see you guys next week. Happy 4th of July.